Big Lou Barbecue and other things I want to do. And let me tell you what I got going on for you today. I smoked a turkey in my drum smoker. Simple smoked turkey in my drum smoker. It took about 4 hours and 15 minutes. And put it on at 20 to 12 and took it off at 5 minutes to 4. All right, came out wonderful. It cooked a little faster than I thought it would, and it got a little darker than I wanted it to, but man, it was juicy inside and tender and wonderful. Now look, a lot of people make a big deal about cooking turkeys, and you're gonna see a lot of videos on cooking turkeys, and I'm not knocking anybody's videos. I love to watch them all. But a lot of them are gonna tell you to brine the turkey. I have cooked a lot of turkeys. It is my favorite thing to cook. And I have come to the conclusion over the years that brining turkey is not worth the CBA. The CBA is your cost benefit analysis. To brine a turkey, it takes some resources, which takes money. You got to buy the ingredients to make the brine. It also costs you time to brine. You got to make the brine up the day before. You got to put the turkey in it. You got to wait till the next day. It's a whole lot easier just to get yourself an injectable marinade. And inject the thing, all right? You can make your own injectable marinade easier than it is to brine in a turkey too. So I inject the heck out of it and it stays juicy. And I just put a rub on the outside. It's a rub that I make and put a rub on the outside, and I dropped it in my drum smoker. 4 hours, 15 minutes later, had a wonderful, wonderful turkey. And yeah, it got a little hotter at the end than I wanted it to, but you know what? That's because I left. I trust my smoker. And I just left and went and had a lunch date with my wife. And we went to antique malls and did all that and what number lovely stuff. And then we did a little bit of grocery shopping. Wonderful date with my wife in the afternoon. Came back at just before 4 o'clock, and lo and behold, turkey was done. That's it. I dropped it in the smoker and I didn't look at it again till it was done. All right. So let me show you how I get this thing injected. Let me show you how I drop it in the smoker. Let me show you what it looks like when it's done. Juicy, tender, fall off the bone. There's hardly any meat left on that carcass. I'm telling you what, it was wonderful. Anyway, simple smoked turkey. I really believe injecting a turkey is the best way to get it juicy. It may taste better brined, that's for sure, but I'm not sure that the extra cost is worth the extra little benefit you get by brining it over injecting it.
All right, well, here's how to inject it. Now, this was a cheap bird, and the skin was cut back on the top, and it was cut on the bottom, too, like that. You want to cut that tailbone piece off, and there's going to be a little flap on the back right there. You want to cut a good bit of that off, but not all of it. It'll draw up too much. And then you want to put your injection into another jar. I'm using Tony Chachere's brand injection marinade. I kind of like that brand a lot, but you can use whatever brand you want or make your own. You just want to inject it in the breast as much as you can. And then you want to get the leg and the thigh, and you don't have to go through the skin. You can get the thigh from right there on the inside. Get that other leg there, and then I'm going to flip it over and get the wings. Get the wings there, get the wings there, and get right at that joint right there. I like to inject it a lot. It's going to stay real, real juicy. All right, and then once I got it all injected, I threw that poultry rub that I make. Now, it's a spicy poultry rub, and it has cayenne in it, but I like it. I like it a lot. Anyway, you can use whatever brand you want, and now it's ready for the grill. All right, fire in the hole. I just dropped my basket in there, and my basket might be a little too wide. Sometimes it gets caught on the little bolts that hold the grates in there. I'm using royal oak charcoal and some hickory wood and some pecan chips. That's what I had on hand. Dropped the grate down in there, and it was at 275 when it was time to drop the bird in. It goes in just like that. Listen to the sizzle. Oh, yeah. All right, covered it up, and I left the holes wide open. And it smoked like that all day long. I left it when it was about right there at 275. And like I said, I went out with my wife for the afternoon. Actually, it was about 250 right there, but it went up to 275. 4 hours, 15 minutes later, it was still showing 275. Now, if it got hotter than that while I was going, I don't know. Right. This is what it looked like.
275, and it's been going. It is right now 5 minutes to 4 o'clock. I put this on at 20 minutes to 12. Let's see. Oh, it got a little dark. I assume it worked at 227 the whole way. That's some of that seasoning that's kind of piled up there. And let's see where we are. Let's take a look. I know people say, oh, it's going past 165. Look at that, 170, 180. I kind of overdid this. I got to tell you what, though. I went on a lunch date with my wife, and we did some antiquing, and we went to the grocery store. 180 in the breast, you know it's kind of overdone. But you know what? The smoker just does what its thing, man. That's a little bit of the thigh. Let's check the thigh right there. Yeah, we good. We good in the thighs too. Get this bird off of here. I overdid it a little bit because I went away, but I trust the smoker. All right, I'm gonna pull it out. I'm gonna wrap it up, and we're gonna cut it up here in a little bit. Big Lou barbecue. Well, it's a little darker. First one in the ugly drum. I learned to trust that ugly drum a good bit, but I went away. I don't think it got over 325. Anyway, that's that little piece of skin that was on the bottom that I told you cut off, and it kind of stayed there on the grill. So I'm gonna taste this. And you know what? That part's delicious. But 185 in the breast is pretty. Look at all that marinade in there. That is marinade. Because that is just falling apart. That thing is juicy. Cut that open for you right there. Look at that. There's the bone. Look, see how easy it comes off the bone? Look, see? So it is done. All that redness is the smoke. A smoke ring. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. Look, y'all, brining's for the birds. Look at that. Been resting about 30 minutes. Oh my goodness. All right, this part right here. Shannon, you want to taste some?
Sure.
You want some with the skin or some without the skin, or?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. All right, let's see. Cover this part right here. How about that piece right there?
Really pretty.
It's really juicy. Really, really juicy.
Mm-hmm.
You
It
saw
really is. Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
this is falling apart. Was it good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. Just falling apart. And here's some dark meat.
Okay. Thank you.
Get a little bit of that crispy skin off the bottom. We're gonna tear into this, y'all. Big Lou barbecue. Just want to show you how easy it is to just tear that thigh meat off of there. It just pulls off. The wings, look at that. Just pulls off. All right. And the other, when I spatchcocked one the other day, I had a little trouble getting that part off. Pops out just like that, bone clean. You saw it fly off the counter.